I have some very basic beliefs when it comes to not only just sales planning, but business in general. I told you earlier, a plan should be easy on paper. That's my most basic belief. In today's world, man, we have more confusion. We have more tools. We have more resources. We have more pieces of advice. You have experts like me telling me all these different things you should be doing in your business, which creates confusion. So your plan, not my plan for you, not your significant other's plan for you, not your manager's plan for you. Your plan should be easy on paper. And then my next basic belief is that everybody competes harder when there's a scoreboard. When left to our own devices, we're not afraid to let ourselves down, but we don't want to let other people down. And so think about the last time you actually did anything competitive and they had a scoreboard. You played a little bit harder, right? Whether it's personal training, whether it's your health and wellness, whether it's a sports league, everybody competes harder when there's a scoreboard. So why do we stop having scoreboards as adults? Why do we stop having scoreboards as salespeople? It's not a bad thing. We all need some level of accountability. And I believe that accountability has gotten a bad rap. Let's just be honest. It's one of those words we kind of hear when we cringe in sales. Guys, it's not a bad thing. We all need some level of accountability because that's what's going to drastically increase the probability of having success. And then my last belief is I believe that progress is always better than perfection, right? Done is better than perfectly undone. So I'm a big believer, get it to 80% and call it good. That's good enough. And so just don't beat yourself up when your plan isn't working. Don't beat yourself up if you have one bad day. Focus on the progress over the perfection every single day. And again, good things are going to happen for you. And then when it comes to amateur versus professional activities, when it comes to progress over perfection, again, don't beat yourself up if maybe you hit snooze one time, but don't beat yourself up over that. If that's an amateur activity, you set your alarm clock for 5:30 a.m., again, progress over perfection. Maybe you're getting up 30 minutes earlier. Maybe you made that one more phone call. Maybe you overcome that call reluctance. So when it comes to amateur versus professional behaviors, you got to be honest with yourself. On a micro level, what are the things that are going to get you paid? What are the things that are not going to get you paid? And then how do we increase the probability of productivity and production when it comes to those basic beliefs? So just to recap that, I believe everybody competes harder when there's a scoreboard. I believe there are paid things that get us paid, professional activities, and there's amateur things that don't get us paid. Those are unpaid activities. And so when it comes to this plan, let's give you clarity. Let's give you confidence. Let's empower you to go out there and take massive action where you wake up on point every single day. As we continue to work through the foundations of your business, I've said it before, if I've ever said it again, sales is a game of probability. All we're trying to do every single day is drastically increase the probability of good things happening. And just to remind you of my background of having a PhD, guys, this stuff isn't fluff. This isn't just 30,000 foot level stuff. This is backed by science. So when we break down a plan and the science behind it of actually increasing the probability of achieving it, there's some different stats I want you to really understand and think about when it comes to setting your plan. 10% of people who have an idea or a goal actually achieve it. So just think about how low that is. Guys, we have so many different ideas every single day, and only 10% of us are going to achieve that. 25% of people who actually consciously decide, hey, that's a good idea, I want to go do that, achieve it. And then we get into 40% who actually decide when they're going to do it, achieve it. 50% of people who actually plan out how they're going to do it, achieve it. And then we get into 65% when you commit to somebody else to doing it. So just to recap this before I get into the 95%, 10% of people who have an idea achieve it, right? An idea, let's say you're laying in bed, an idea pops in your mind, you don't do anything with it, right? And then we get into the 20% where you decide, you write it down, 25% decide, hey, that's a good idea, I want to go do that. And then we get into 40% is where you start to plan out how or when you're going to do it. And then 95% of people who actually go through and commit, hey, that's a great idea, here's my plan in place, I committed to somebody else that I want to go do that. And then now you meet on it regularly. That's why you need coaches in your life. Everybody needs a coach in their life. We all need some level of accountability and drastically increasing probability when you meet on it regularly. When you tell somebody, hey, I want to go do this. When you have accountability partners, now good things are going to happen for you and your business and in your life.